Hey folks, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Natasha and I do book things here. Today's video is going to be my haul of holiday items and the few things I have bought in January. Just to let you guys know, I'm not counting holiday things as part of my no-buy for January or for 2019. I did say in my goals for 2019 that I was only going to buy 3 new release books a month and then maximum of 5 used books a month. This is just a collection of things that were gifted to me and the few things that I did buy in January. So I want to show you guys them. Some of these I don't know anything about because I'm trash. First 2 here are ones from Jeff's sister. Now, here's the thing with Jeff's sister. Love her to death. Why? Because she plays by my rules for gifts, which is like, I think you'll like this book, but here's the gift receipt if you don't. The best. Sarah, if you happen to be watching this for whatever reason, love ya. You're the best with gifts. She actually just completely guessed on like 2 books, and there are books that I want to read, so I mean, props to her. First one that she got me was The Graveyard Book by Neil Gaiman. This, I believe, is like a middle grade, possibly young adult fantasy book about this boy who lives in a graveyard and what that means. Read Neil Gaiman before and really liked it. I read, oh my god, what is it? Something, The Ocean at the End of the Lane? Is that what it's called? Something like that. And I really like the audiobook because he narrates his own audiobooks and he has this like amazing voice for it. And I just really like his writing. This one's cute though too because it has like illustrations in it. And so that was from Jeff's sister. She just is really good at gift giving. I get a lot of anxiety when people gift me things because I just have this fear of like being that kid that's like, an avocado, thanks, because anyway, that's just my own neurosis, but And then the other book that she got me was Little Fires Everywhere by Celeste Ng. This is one that I had put, I believe, on like a birthday wish list a couple years ago, and she's like, I don't know if you have this yet, and I don't. I believe this book is about like a mother-daughter pair and like a custody battle or something, like an adult contemporary look at that. I don't know, I've just heard really good things about this and I want to read it. Also, the cover is beautiful. I really want to see what the naked book looks like though. Ooh, I like that. Just like the little CN on there. Oh, that's so like classy and cute. That's cool. One of my favorite things is unwrapping like hardback books and seeing what's underneath. And I haven't done that to a couple of these yet, so you guys get to see what they look like as I discover them. The next 3 here were from Jeff's dad, Peter, and Peter I just gave like a wish list to, like my chapters wish list, and he ended up getting me a lot of graphic novels, one of which I ended up returning. I'm bad at gifts, guys. One of which I ended up returning to get something else. Hi, I'm Natasha, I'm the worst. I put on my wish list the rest of the Saga series, so he got me Saga Volume 4, as well as Saga Volume 5. I've read 4, I have yet to read 5. I'm trying to leave like a little bit of space in between my graphic novels, because I quite like it. And then he ended up getting me, I believe, 8, but missed 6 and 7, so I traded 8, for Uzumaki by Junji Ito. This is a horror manga, and this is about a town that is obsessed with spirals. Just the inside flap. It's quite weird, quite spooky. Look at that guy. I have since then have read this, and you'll see by my following books in here, I realized that horror manga is like my thing, like really hard my thing, and I have just continued to sort of absorb everything that Junji Ito has ever written. This is so much fun. I'm just gonna, listen, I'm just gonna open it up to a page just to show you guys kind of what happens. It's like some of the artwork in here. This was my first sort of like dive into manga, which you'll see is something I thoroughly enjoy now, so that's cool. And then the last thing that Peter grabbed me was Stephen King's Creepshow. This is again a little graphic novel. I ask for graphic novels in my wish list a lot because they're bloody expensive and I don't buy them for myself, so it's a thing that I get other people to buy me because I never can justify them. So this is based on a 1982 horror anthology and George A. Romero's Night of the Living Dead and stuff like that. And the artwork in this is really cool. Very, I don't know how to describe it, like 50s style. I don't know if that's entirely right, but like, I don't know if you guys can tell. It's just a different style. And there's 5 little stories in there, all presented by this guy, which is The Creep. And oh boy, do I want this tattooed on my body. I don't have tattoos, but like, I want like that in like that color, just like on my body, you know what I mean? So this is my next one that I had to read for Stephen King, to read them in order, and I just again hadn't bought it because it's a graphic novel. I'll never fucking buy them for myself. There is also a movie for that I have not watched because that last story is so disturbing. So this is, so yeah, I got that. And then the next 3 here are all ones that subscribers or followers on Twitter sent to me. I did put up a wish list at like one point. I just like sent out one tweet, and some people bought me some things. So very big thank you for those people. So the first one here is a gift from Amber, or from Ambitious Bibliophile. And she gifted me Joe Hill's Lock and Key. This is again a graphic novel, and nice like hardcover one. This is Welcome to Lovecraft, so this is book 1. Again, I'm just waiting to get into this, trying to decide if I want to wait until like a spooky time of year to read it, or if I want to read it sooner than later. From what I can tell, this is like a haunted house story, or about this mansion that like transforms as people like walk through it and stuff like that, and they like unlock doors, so that's exciting. I'm really excited. I love anything that Joe Hill has ever done, as you guys know. And then another follower named Marnie got me number 2, or vice versa, I forget. I took the little Amazon notes from one of them, so either Amber got me 1 and Marnie got me 2, or Marnie got me 1 and you know, whatever. Anyway, so this is the second one in the Lock and Key series, and I don't want to read anything or even open this until I've read volume 1. So I have those 2 to start me off, and hopefully I'll continue to purchase them as I go on. And another follower on Twitter gifted me this beautiful version. This was on my Amazon wish list, and I just really wanted this copy because all the ones that I've seen I didn't really like the cover of, except for this one. And so that is Heart-Shaped Box by Joe Hill, and this I believe is like the 10th anniversary, like really nice hardback version of it, like condensed little beautiful hardback, and I just cannot wait to get to it. I can't remember the name, but I believe that her blog was like called A View from Where I Am, and so she gifted me this one. Again, have not read this, and just saving all my Joe Hill because I love that. Yeah, so this is the 10th anniversary edition, and it's beautiful. So next I get into 2 books that I bought with gift cards. Actually, yeah, 2 books that I bought with gift cards. I'm not counting gift cards towards my book buying ban, although one of these books I am counting towards one of my 2019 releases. So the first one that I got was this one. This is The Field Guide to the North American Teenager by Ben Philippe. This one, man, okay, I bought this before its release date because I don't know if you guys know, but my chapters releases stuff like weeks in advance. What's the release date to them? I don't know. I picked this up because I heard about it and I think it's just cool. It's about, I think, a Canadian teenager who moves to Texas and how I believe he is dealing with that. Yeah, so I thought this was interesting, and I don't know what kind of publicity this book is getting lately, but man, it is getting pushed in chapters. Like everywhere you go, there is something to do with this book, and I have yet to read it. And I think I'm gonna read it for a contemporary-a-thon in February. Yeah, it's just been heavily talked about, so I'm excited to get to it because I hope it's good. Like, I hope it's not just hyped up, because I bought it before I realized there was hype, and now there's a lot of hype, and so I hope it lives up to that. You know what I mean? I did buy that with a gift card. And then the other one that I bought with a gift card, you guys saw if you watched my vlogs, I purchased Tomi by Junji Ito as well. So this is the one that matches, ooh, that's nice, matches Uzumaki, and like, ooh, ooh, you know what I mean? Like just having those 2, oh, it's so nice. Just having those together. I like it a lot. There's one more that I need to pick up. So this one is about Tomi, who I'm assuming is her, and she is a girl that keeps getting murdered over and over and over again. I don't know what that means, but I'm gonna find it. I've heard Uzumaki is his better work, but I want to read all of them anyway. While we're talking about Junji Ito, because I, again, am just a psychopath and I want to collect all of his stuff, I picked up Shiver as well. And this one, ooh, that cover though, that's gonna trigger some people. I'm sorry. This one is 9 short stories. I believe there's some overlap between one of the stories in here and Tomi and whatnot, but this one I got because I listened to Books in the Freezer podcast talk about one short story in this. Co-host of that podcast could not finish it because it grossed them out so much, and I went, hi. The story in that one is called Grease, I believe. And it is supposed to be disgusting, so I cannot wait of Ito's work to get to. And again, oh god, like I know that this is not one that matches this, but like this satisfies me so much. It's beautiful, and yeah. And then I'm gonna get into the 6 books that I got at Value Village, secondhand, cheap. Yeah, let's get into it, shall we? So, I very rarely find graphic novels at Value Village, but when I do, I go, yoink, mine, because like I said, graphic novels in Canada are fucking expensive. They're just the same price as like hardback books here, so I ended up finding Paper Girls Volume 1 at Value Village, and it's funny because it's marked as $9.99 on the back, which I imagine is the US price, so the lady at my Value Village ended up selling this to me for $1.50. Yep. So this is about newspaper delivery girls around Halloween, set in the 80s. I'm excited to get to it. Oh, the color in this is just gorgeous. Yeah, so I'm excited to get to that one because I like the art style for that. I get sucked into Value Village with the whole like, if you buy 4, 5 is free, so that 5th book I get is always one that I like take a gamble on. So the one that I took a gamble on this time was Women Talking by Miriam Toews. This is a work of fiction. I thought it was a nonfiction, but it's actually not. It's based on a true story where a group of Mennonite women get together to discuss what has happened in their community, where the men convinced them all that they were like angels and basically sexually assaulted like 100 women. It's gonna be very hard-hitting, hopefully really good. We'll see what kind of like look it has on that. So it's hopefully just a lot about like women's voices. This looks like really interesting inner cover to it. Ooh. Again, when you take hardcovers, binds off. I don't know if you guys are going to see that. Oh, maybe. This is etched and it says love right there. Oh, and then on the back it's pressed and it says anger. That's cool. I like that. So tempted sometime to like just take all the dust jackets off all my hardcovers. But I won't do that. Like, I won't do that, but like, I'm very tempted to, you know? And then apparently this day at Value Village, it was like sci-fi day, and I just got like a bunch of sci-fi stuff that I don't know, I've been seeing and wanting to get. So the one that I picked up, I kept taking it on and off my friggin', what is it, book outlet cart. And so when I saw this, I was like, fuck yeah, I'm just gonna get it. That is Born by Jeff Vandermeer. Now, I've heard this novel described as sci-fi weird. Like, what is it, like new weird sci-fi? Like, it's like a whole subgenre apparently. So this is obviously set in some sort of like futuristic robotic world, and there apparently is a bear that is trying to kill people. And so the main character stumbles across this little thing, I guess it's called Born, and it's like, is it a robot? Is it a human? Is it a green blob? We don't know. This, for some reason, is giving me the same sort of vibes as Sourdough. Even though I think this is going to be like more heavily sci-fi based, I still somehow hope that it gives me the same sort of like weird robotics, contemporary but slightly futuristic world. That's kind of what I'm hoping out of that. We'll see how it goes. And then I nearly died in Value Village because I saw this, and this is a book that was like, ooh, but I kept wanting to buy this, but it was so fucking expensive that like I couldn't buy like a regular priced hardback. That is Dark Matter by Blake Crouch. Got this for $4. Regular price, $36 Canadian. So this is one that I'm like, oh hell yeah. I don't know what this is about, but I do know that literally everyone that has read it has liked it. And I think it's just, I don't know, I think it's something to do with like dreams, and I don't know what it's about. He's surrounded by strangers in hazmat suits. Science fiction thriller about choices, paths not taken, and how far we'll go to claim the lives we dream of. This sounds fucking lit, I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty excited to get to that. I like weird mental, psychological thriller, sci-fi stuff, so hopefully I like that. While I was there, I guess somebody is purging all their Blake Crouch stuff because I found Pines by Blake Crouch. I hate this cover, but that's fine. This is the first book in the Wayward Pines trilogy. I keep finding 1 and 3, but I can't find 2 anywhere, so I didn't get 3 because I couldn't find 2. But this is about a guy who goes to this like town for whatever reason, I can't remember, and the town is weird and then he can't leave the town. I think that's all I want to know about it, because people either love this or hate it. Like, there's people I watch that are like, this is the worst shit I've ever read, and people who've read it that are like, this is the best thing I've ever read. So I, again, am excited to see like where I fall on that. I've heard like the twist and stuff is really good. We'll see. And then the last book that I got is, again, one that people hate, but I have to read it for myself. This is gonna be maybe like the book I bought to torture myself. That is Artemis by Andy Weir. Everyone I know on BookTube absolutely hates this, and I need to know why. I've heard that the writing is not good, the way that Andy Weir wrote the female character is not good, but I like The Martian, so I'm kind of like, I just want to, I don't know, I want to see what went terribly wrong with this. But yeah, without making this video too long, those are the books that I have hauled in the holiday season and in January. I do not plan on buying more books in January. I do still have some gift cards I need to use, but I'm gonna hopefully withhold buying more stuff in January. I feel like that is a good amount of stuff. Most of this is from Christmas though, but this is a good amount of stuff for January to bring in and to read. So yeah, let me know in the comments down below if you've read any of these, which ones you think I should start with, what you recommend, anything like that. So yeah, hopefully you guys are doing good, and until my next video, I will talk to all you soon. Bye!